Good morning, good morning. New day, new blessings. Today is going to be an amazing day because it is episode 3 of Quarantine and Cooking in the Q, featuring none other than your boy Q. Today's episode is particularly special because I get to cook for my friends, and not just any friends, the friends that I have gained out here that have become like family to me, like my little brothers and little sisters, and I just love them so much. When I first moved out here to Vegas, I didn't have many friends at all. I was kind of nervous because the only friends I had was my friends from work, who are like my family as well. Sarah, Maylin, Hannah, Diane. It was very few people. And of course I knew other people at the job, but I wasn't hanging with them. Like, those were the people I was hanging with. And I went out with them like my first couple of months here, and I met this guy, Diego. That's my little brother, and through him I have met like some other incredible individuals, and so they're like my little family now. That's who I'm with on the regular. If you're not seeing me with my girls, you see me with these guys, and I'm just grateful for them. I'm happy to cook for them. They seem to like my videos and my posts on Instagram about food and everything else, and they're just amazing supporters, and I just love them. So I'm super excited to cook for them. So I'm gonna get my day started. I gotta pray, I gotta meditate and journal and do a little workout. Nothing crazy, because all I got is a 20-pound dumbbell, and do my personal hygiene, run and get the rest of the stuff from the grocery store, and prepare for this amazing dinner tonight. Yeah, so let's get this party started. And can't wait to show y'all what I'm cooking. Back at it again at the grocery store, about to shop for the third installment of Quarantine and Cooking. Today I am making chicken parm. Never made it before. Super excited. My peoples are excited to eat it. My social media people are excited to see it. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be sopped up, full of flavor. Wait on it. Need that. Definitely need some onions. Okay. Need these for sure. Definitely need these. You can't have chicken parm without the Parmesan cheese. Oh, definitely need some panko breadcrumb. What's up? I'm back. I just got back from the grocery store. Got all the things I need to make this delicious homemade chicken parmesan. If you're new here, please subscribe, turn on the bell notification, like and comment. Please engage with me. I reply back. I promise I do. I'm not like one of those high and mighty grand people where I don't respond. If you comment, if you like, I really appreciate that. It helps my channel. Yeah, so go ahead and do that for me. In a moment, I'm about to attempt chicken parmesan, like I said. I'm excited because I've tried it so many times before at different restaurants, chain restaurants, and I just feel like if I was to try it homemade, it would be so much better. And why not attempt it myself, since I think that I am a chef. I spoke to one of my coworkers last night, and she said something so random like, Q, you need to just become a chef and open up a restaurant. I'm just like, what? But I've actually thought about it. That might not be a bad idea. But anyway, I'm about to get into these ingredients and get started cooking. All right, to the ingredients. Of course, need my boneless, skinless chicken breast. Need my spaghetti. 2 pounds should be enough. I have 3 different cheeses here. You guys, I am experimenting, so don't think I'm doing too much. I'm trying to figure this out on a whim, so bear with me. My diced onions, because like I said, I suck at cutting vegetables and this is practical. We work smarter, not harder on this channel. Olive oil, the 3-step method to coat and fry and do all the good stuff to my chicken breast. I got some minced garlic, some tomato paste, some crushed tomatoes, fresh basil, some basil leaves in case this isn't enough, which it should be, Italian seasonings. And I got some garlic powder, and if you don't know what this is, thank me later, to season my chicken, and let's get started. So now that I got my meat all tenderized and looking like a car wreck, I'm gonna lightly season them. Not gonna put too much on there, a little bit of Slap Your Mama black pepper, garlic powder, because the marinara sauce will have flavor and seasoning in it, and then the breadcrumbs will be incorporated with the Parmesan cheese, and that's a lot of flavor too. So you don't wanna oversalt it, just enough so that it's juicy and flavorful and not bland. All right, we are finally at the little 3-step method before I fry my chicken breast. I'm gonna dip them in the flour, get all the excess flour off, put them in the egg wash, put them in the breadcrumbs, set them to the side and fry them up. Alright, I'm gonna start on my marinara sauce. I would use a skillet, but I don't think a skillet is big enough for all the sauce that I need. Oil around here. As you guys can see here, I have the chopped onions, the minced garlic, the tomato paste, all cooking down in the olive oil. I do this simply because the tomato paste has such a powerful punch, and doing this kind of eases that taste
and makes it balance out well. I'll also add in the chunky tomatoes and stir them and bring it to a simmer. Next, you'll see that I'll be adding some seasoning. For this marinara, I'm using Italian seasoning. I'm using the fresh basil. I'm using the basil leaves. I'm using garlic powder. And I put in a little cayenne too, just for a little spice, because you guys know I love spice. I'm gonna bring that to a simmer and cover it with my top and start on the next thing. Here we are, draining my noodles, running them under some water, get off the extra starch. I don't know if that was cold or hot, but I just wanted to get the extra starch off. And you see me add some butter to it, because I want my noodles to be buttered. Put a little salt in there and just make sure they have some type of flavor. Although I'm putting marinara sauce on it, I still want to make sure the noodle itself is good. All right, so I got my noodles done, got the marinara going, and I'm gonna start with my chicken, man. Let's see how this goes. Just like that. Alright. The food is going. I finished my pasta. I finished the marinara sauce. I finished most of the chicken breast. I got a few of them. The last few cooking right now. And I did a poll on Instagram asking if people had any questions about travel, like any type of random question, and I'll post it what I post on Instagram. The first one I'm looking at is asking me, have I ever hooked up with someone during travel? I don't know if this is PG-13. I don't know if my channel is that type of channel. I'm gonna plead the fifth, and I might come back to that question later or never. Woo! Look at that. This is that golden brown color I was looking for. I know they finna be good because that Parmesan cheese mixed in with them breadcrumbs, definitely finna be a hit. Alright, I'm back. I'm back with the questions. I think the last question I left off on was talking about solo travel for the scared people. How do you do it, and how do you know, or how do you stay safe? Well, to be honest, I've only done one solo trip, and when I did it, I was nervous. I can't even lie, I was definitely nervous, I was scared, but I did it, and that was my trip when I went to Lisbon. I met people that were also traveling on a flight. I met people once I did some activities. I went on Airbnb, and they have this section where you can do activities, and I was able to meet people from other parts of the world, and I was even able to meet locals as well, and Tinder. If I can keep it 100, Tinder. Met people off Tinder, and they showed me around the city, and it was dope. I was safe, nothing happened to me, and I honestly say don't do anything stupid. Like if you are going out late, go somewhere that's public, or yeah, you just gotta use your common sense. Use common sense when traveling, and then also research the city you're going to, like the crime rate. Depending on if you're staying in an Airbnb or hotel, look around the neighborhood and just get reviews like that and take a chance. What is my worst travel experience and my most overrated place, the most overrated place I've been to? My worst travel experience, I would have to say when I went to, and I have more than one bad experience, but I'm just gonna use this one. I went to Spain, I went to Madrid, and I went to Barcelona for Christmas and New Year's a few years ago. And my friends were out at the club in Barcelona, and I was ready to go home. I was tired, had drank too much, I was ready to go. So I got in a taxi to to take me back to my hotel. Well, the hotel name, it was more than one with the same name. Like, for example, Hilton was more than one Hilton, but it wasn't Hilton, but that's just an example. And the taxi driver, I told him the street it was on, and I gave him the hotel name. The guy went to the opposite hotel with the same name, and I'm like, dude, I said the street name, you know, I'm at the other location. So he's like, oh, okay. We get to the other location, he tried to charge me for both rides. And I'm just like, no, I'm not paying for a ride that you took because you weren't listening. And you know, in Spain, so my Spanish isn't that great. I even showed him on my phone, like, this is the one. So he didn't have any excuse. So for him to go to that other hotel was his fault. And so I ended up getting out of the car and I was going into my hotel. He called the police on me. He called the police on me. I'm freaking out when they got there. And they asked for my passport and they kept my passport. And he's like, pay him the money or you're not getting your passport back. And I was like, I tried to pay him, like he's not accepting my money. And he's like, oh, he owes me, I think it was 50 euros for both rides. I'm like, no, I'll give you 25 euros, which is what the ride should have cost. Going back and forth, it got so bad that I snapped on the police officers and ended up like going into the hotel, talking to the hotel staff because at least they spoke better English and they were way more nice. So I talked to the staff at the hotel. The police came inside, the taxi driver came inside and ended up giving me my passport. He's like, I'll give you your passport back if you pay him. I was like, I'm not paying him any more than 25 euros. He's like, fine, I'll just take it. So he took the 25 euros and they gave me my passport. I hated it. I hated it. I was pissed, I was annoyed, I was stressed out, and I was actually scared. And then my friends were still at the club, so they weren't even there to like, help me or, you know, be any type of support. So it was just kind of, it left a very sour taste in my mouth leaving Barcelona.
So here go my chicken breasts, finally done, all of them. They're a little big, they're a lot of big actually. I wasn't expecting them to be this big. Even after me slicing them down the middle, they're still big in size. So I cut these in half just because I know that these are big pieces of meat. Anyway, I decided to put them on a rack and not let them sit on a paper towel because I feel like the grease would have kind of stuck to the bottom of them and made them soggy, opposed to this way. It's like air can circulate. It's a little space, you probably can't tell, but a little space getting through there and just letting them rest right here. I ended up getting provolone cheese because I felt like that's what I think, and then I looked on YouTube and I was right. A couple of people use provolone. I'm gonna use that, use this cheese to put on the chicken, put them in my pan and let the cheese melt, probably 10 minutes or so. The chicken is pretty much done. I don't want it to overcook and dry out and it'd be disgusting and my friends talk about me. But I'm gonna put the cheese on there and let it do what it do.
The second part of that question was the most overrated place I've been to. Y'all probably gonna kill me for this and I probably can't even give a real accurate opinion because I was only there for 3 days, but Rome. Yeah, I said it wrong. I enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed it. I enjoyed the Trevi Fountain. I enjoyed Vatican City. I enjoyed the Colosseum. I enjoyed all of those touristy things, but I just wanted so much more. And maybe I need to go back to Rome and give it a second chance, but I low-key don't even gotta go back. Next question. Where are the hottest people? The beautiful people are all around the world. I would have to say, in my opinion, the most beautiful people I've ever seen on planet Earth has to be between Israeli people. Like, they have that tan skin with those exotic eyes. Woo! Yeah, Israeli people or Egyptians. When I went to Egypt, some of the most beautiful people I've ever seen. So between those two countries, Israel and Egypt have the most beautiful people that I've seen. All right, time for another question. Do you research countries you go to before your trips? Absolutely. Yes, I do. I'm a YouTuber myself, but even before I was doing my own, making my own content, I would always go to YouTube to get advice or suggestions for destinations and to learn about them. You know, learn about the culture, learn about the customs, learn about the food, learn about activities, all of that. I definitely research countries before I go, like I do. And hopefully y'all can research y'all countries that y'all want to go to via my channel, you know what I'm saying? So I'm actually gonna try this food before my friends come and try it, because I gotta be the first to see if it's all right. I mean, hopefully they like it, hopefully I like it. Let's see. Try this chicken.
What you mean? Don't rub it in together.
That's just hella fire.
Okay, Auntie Q. Okay.
This shit is good.
Let them know.
A few moments later.
What's up, Lars?
We need more.
Yeah, that is fire, bro.
Yeah, we're gonna need another one.
You really like it?
Bitch, where's my leftovers? I'm gonna break my fast.
Alright guys, this video is coming to an end. If you guys can't tell, I really enjoy cooking. I really enjoy making these videos, and I'm loving this journey I'm on, discovering other outlets to express my creative side. It's been a joy. I appreciate you guys rocking with me, for subscribing to my channel, for liking and commenting on my videos, even on my Instagram and on my Facebook and on Twitter. I love it, I appreciate it. If you did like this particular video, go ahead, push that subscribe button like I mentioned earlier. Like, comment, share, tell your mom, tell your dad, tell your auntie, tell your sister, to your cousin about That's My Q and cooking in the Q with your boy Q. That's a lot, that's a tongue twister. But like I said, it's been a pleasure. Until next time, I'm out.